What's up guys, Winter Kills here and welcome to another post-commentary duel video. So we're back with the IRL duels, as opposed to last time we had a quick dueling network video. There's going to be more of those coming soon, obviously with TN available once again. We'll be getting plenty more of those up and definitely more variety of matchups. But here we got Synchro Fusionist versus Kozmo. I am playing Synchro Fusionist, my friend's playing Kozmo there on the right. I've just been really into lately the play style of Synchro Fusionist, and if you saw my last deck profile I put up was the DDD TCG build, which had a bit of a influence, you know, of Synchro Fusionist in it, hence the Brilliant Fusion engine, and playing more different cards in the extra deck like Formula and Librarian to kind of just speed the deck up a little bit and help it get that more aggressive play style, much like Synchro Fusionist does. That build I did play a little bit with beforehand, didn't get to record it yet, just because I wanna tweak it a little bit more after actually playing against some Kozmo. I think I was playing against. I just wanted to work on the build a little bit more before I can get some dual videos up of it, probably maybe on DN to start with, and then we'll get another updated deck profile out soon, because the build does need a little bit of work, but other than that it's still a really fun build. And as you can see, we're abusing the draw power of Librarian and Formula and Charge Warrior right now to get all the draws we need. Get that free summon of Synchron Resonator. We do control a Synchro monster, you can special them out for free. We're going to go into a level 3 Tatsunoko, get another draw, but on the activation of Librarian, he's going to Ghost Ogre. Now, it's going to be very difficult at this point to keep the momentum going for this deck, especially since when I've already burned a Charge Warrior as well as a Formula. I still have one Formula left I can rely on to kind of get me at least one extra draw. And here I was I do have Refusion in hand, and I was debating on, this is a ruling question I had, and before it plays out I might as well bring it up for somebody either says I couldn't have done that or I could do that. Is that if you do not use, and that's what I'm looking up on my phone, is that if you do not use Seraphonite's effect after you properly fusion summon him, can you refusion him like I just did there and still gain the extra normal summon? That was the question. Now at this point I had not even used my normal summon for the turn, so this next normal summon, the Frankenderp I make, does not matter. We'll draw a card off that. I think I draw a Desynchro, so that is definitely going to be helpful to get some extra draws. If I do choose to go into a Formula later, I can make it again and get another free draw out of it. So as you can see, we do have our first Omega, our first piece of the puzzle on the field, and there is the, at least I thought I could Desynchro, then I realized Jet Synchron gets banished, and all the materials for the Desynchro need to be in the grave in order for you to activate it. So I made that mistake like a couple of times. I'm like, I'll just Desynchro it, and I can't, because I'm missing that one material. But here I Desynchro the Trish again and then make it once more, just to help knock out those cards out of his hand a little bit quicker. And I think that's one of my favorite reasons why I love Desynchro in this deck. Desynchro is such a good card in this deck, in my opinion. The fact that you can get rid of formulas, remake them, get rid of a Trish and remake it, it's just so helpful. It's just so helpful. I do really love the card in the deck. And that's going to be the turn that I have. On his Stand My Face, he sets up fucking Vanities, flips it up, and the game is pretty much over from here. Like, it's just how quick that he wins the game, all because of a Vanity's Emptiness. And this is the one thing that really just aggravates me about this game sometimes, is that I can have an amazing turn like this, an entirely skill-oriented turn, where I need to make the best plays that I can in order to ultimately, in the end, pull off that hand loop, but I lose to a Vanity's Emptiness. So it is what it is. Those things happen sometimes, and it's just really frustrating more often than not. But like I said, what can you do about it? Unizombie, we get to go first again. Because I did lose game 1, obviously, so I get choice. I was going to go first once again. Unizombie discarding the glow-up bulb, sending Mizuki to the graveyard. Figure having a recurable level 3 tuner at some point later on is going to be helpful. So I do send the Mizuki. And go into a Cell Synchron first. I believe I went for Librarian first, and then I realized that was the completely incorrect play, and I needed to go into a Cell Synchron first. And I level lead off the Unizombie, which was a 5, to go into Formula. Through a Cell Synchron and Level Leader, we're going to go up into Charge Warrior, get some more draws off that Formula. And at least with my playstyle, right off the bat, I really like to go really aggressive with all the draw power. Like going into Charge Warrior, getting my formulas out in the graveyard, getting all the draw power I need so I can see the level 1 tuners that I want to see. So I can see the Synchro Fusionist, like I just did there, that Tatsunoko, Charge Warrior, and Synchro Fusionist go into the Trish to get my Brilliant Fusion search, and at this point I had not even seen any of my targets for Brilliant Fusion, so I get that Trick Clown out. But now I believe I end up normal summoning a Ghost Ogre as part of my second normal summon from Seraph Knight to go into Yazi. I'm going to work our way to spinning back the Trish through Baxia. I'm going to discard the recover off that Jet Synchron. Go into Yazi. Yazi will spin back the Trish and bring back Norden. It took me a while to decide when I wanted to revive with Norden. I go Ghost Ogre to not synchro even with the Norden. I have to like leave the Norden here for a little while because I have no other level 5 synchros to go into. So I kind of had to make a bit of a weird play. But I would have just brought out a recover and gone into another 5, but there's really no... You only play 2 level 5s in the deck. Which should be nice if Librarian was at 2, but that'd be absolutely insane. Not saying that it needs to come to 2, but I'm just saying if it was, that'd be absolutely nuts in this deck. Like, you'd draw through your deck instantly almost. Maybe play another Cell Synchron, I don't know. That'd be interesting, just to have that extra level 5 access. Because sometimes you do wish you had that extra level 5 to go into. When it's so convenient, like, to have readily available. So we bring out Plague. I believe I set a desynchro on the top of my deck. Plague unfortunately gets banished, so like I said earlier, there's another instant where I wanted to just desynchro, but it got banished. And another thing is that I was really thinking about playing Burial from a Different Dimension in Synchro Fusionist. Strictly because to have the ability to, at late game at some point, draw into this Burial and put back possibly all of my level 1 tuners back into the grave and have the ability to reoccur them. That would just make life a whole lot easier at certain points in the game. As we go into another Omega here and a level leader, just chilling on the field. At this point, I'm pretty much out of level 1 tuners, but I think the game is pretty much coming to a close here. I'm going to banish another card out of his hand. I'm going to banish the Kozmo, and we have Soul Charge, so we'll be able to hit that extra card out of his hand, because I did synchro with one of the Omegas, but I didn't really fear doing that, because I knew I'd be able to get all the cards out of his hand, just because I had Soul Charge. And I desynchro the Tatsunoko a little once there, I think, just to get a free draw off the Librarian. Set some bluff back row, but I do have an E-Tally set. During standby phase, all the Omegas will come back that can come back. Didn't leave enough room as I should have, but had enough room to get 2 of them back and push the OTK right then and there. So I'm going to have to go second this time. He's going to open up Wicked Witch and 2 set back row. So I'm kind of worried at this point, what are those set back row? I'm like, it could be Kozmojo and Vanities at the worst, but obviously it's not Vanities. If he wanted to win instantly, he would have just flipped Vanities up right away, because this deck does not have any back row removal main decked. So pretty much once you don't have an out something, or don't have a monster that can beat over something that can get rid of a Vanities, you're pretty much screwed, and that sucks to say, but that's how it is. So Brilliant, a Cell Synchron. A Cell Synchron is going to get knocked down to a level 4. E-Tally is going to come out for Frankenderp. And thanks to that Seraphinite, I don't need to worry about burning my normal summon right there, because I will get an extra one. I'm not going to be able to see what I draw there because of the camera angle, and just to sped up a little bit, because this video unedited was about an hour long, so I wanted to make it at least bearable to watch and bearable to do commentary over. But probably drew some. Oh, I think I drew Instant Fusion. That's what it was. Mystery solved. I did draw Instant Fusion off that Frankenderp, so very, very worthwhile. That's going to help me set up Librarian a little late game. He does have Dark Destroyer and a Veiler we had to work with, but we're still playing. We're still playing through it. Don't need to give up so much at this point. We go into Yazi, get a draw off Librarian. He keeps checking his back row anytime I want to activate a Librarian, and I'm just worried if it's going to be a Cosmojo. But even if it is, like, you know, I'm ready for the Cosmojo, strictly because I've got a lot of advantage at this point. And Baxi is going to spin back his other back row, and I'm going to revive Norden. Norden is going to activate its effect. I'm going to banish that Jet Synchron. I forgot to banish that earlier. Debating on what I want to revive. Very crucial decision at this moment. I don't know if I went through Charge Warrior or Formula at this point. If I haven't, I should say, then I could go, you know, into a Charge Warrior with a Formula, obviously, in Norden, go into Charge Warrior, get some draws along the way. But I think at this point, I'm really trying to go for a Trish, because obviously Dark Destroyer is a huge problem, and I have no way to actively get rid of it. Not even Baxi can get rid of it, because Baxi does target. So, Level Eater and Recover is going to be brought off that Norden, and I'm going to Synchro with Librarian and go into Charge Warrior. So, a bit of an interesting play that had to be made, in my opinion, because I don't think at this point I had a level 2 tuner in my graveyard, and I don't think I had a level eater at this point in my graveyard either. And that was one of the big issues that I remember dealing with, is that not having a level eater at this point in the game was really, really shitty. And also, I do bring out the Recover, and I bring out a Doppel Warrior on top of that. Synchro with the Doppel Warrior. Doppel Warrior coming in clutch for like one of the first times ever for helping make that Trish. And I do spawn the 2 tokens in attack position and attack with them for 800 points of damage. And he's going to scoop. Do having the desynchro in case I wanted to go into that again. Unless the Recover was banished. Like I said, there I go again, trying to use desynchro when the level 1 tuner is banished. But again, that makes me want to play, or at least experiment with Burial from a different dimension in the main deck. So yeah, that was it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, the footage, and everything. If you leave your comments on the comment section below, I'll check those out. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. That's always greatly appreciated, guys. Your support in general is always greatly appreciated. Like I said, the video needed to be sped up. Just because it was like an hour plus long, and I don't want to have anybody sit through that. I like to keep them nice and short, to the point, something that you can just watch real quick and get your fix of YGO and some quality matchups. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Winterkill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting